Coach, I think after Mississippi State, somebody asked you about the 2010 team and how this team compared, and you said they weren't there yet. Have they gotten closer to that point? Do you see, maybe not the senior, the veteran leadership, but is this team kind of closer to that team than they were?
You know, each game they have gotten better. I mean, as coaching staff, we learned a lot about our team, you know, the first half of the season. And, you know, we weren't there yet. We're getting closer. There's still areas of improvement. And like I said at the very first, we're going to have to play our best game. We're going to have to improve from the last game that we had.
What are some similarities from this team to that 2010 team that you see?
Probably their ability to focus and their ability to find ways to win at the end of the game. You know, that's been something that I've been very impressed with our team. They found different ways to win. Sometimes it's offense, sometimes defense, or special teams. And in a close game, they've won in some real pressure moments.
And you solved the mystery of us for 2010. Do you believe they did crack the code of your signals in the first half of that game? And whether they did or didn't, how do you prevent that from happening this time?
Well, I think as a coach, you always got to take a look at yourself and the components of your offense and your communication and all that. I mean, you know, they were very good on defense in 2010, and they did a few things that were a little bit different up to that point. It took us a while to adjust.
So you think they had your signals early?
You know, I really don't know.
Gus, you talked about the momentum for the season. How big was that second half at LSU? The fact that you guys, you talked about it before, but looking back, is that a key moment?
Yeah, earlier in the season, you know, we were just, you know, I was real concerned about how our team would face, how we'd handle adversity, and that was my number one thing. And we got behind. It was on the road, hostile environment. We played on the verge of terrible for a quarter and a half. And at halftime, we had guys that were very vocal and you know, wasn't going to let what happened in the past happen. They went out there in the second half. We made it interesting, and if we'd have got that onside kick, you know, it could have got real interesting.
What are you telling your players that haven't played in a game of this magnitude, especially the Iron Bowl?
You know, like I said, we're taking it one game at a time. Each game is bigger. Our guys understand that. I'm sure some of our younger guys have leaned on the experiences of our older guys, but you know, we're not going to hype up things. It's already big enough. We're going to do exactly what we've done to get here, and we're going to prepare.
Because you talked about the atmosphere for that Georgia game, how big that was for the game. How important will that be again this Saturday?
No, you know, our fans have been unbelievable. They've helped us win games, and obviously against Georgia it was a big factor. And I know our fans will be ready for this one, and our players are excited to play in front of them, and our coaches are really looking forward to the game also.
Gus, I know you don't want to put it on one player, but can you speak to what Nick's improvement has helped, you know, lead you to this point, and the way he's developed so quickly?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Nick's improved each game. Coach Lashley's done a very good job with him. You know, he's starting to get more comfortable. He can actually run the offense without thinking. He can be reactive, and I think that's been a big key, you know, to our success.
Have you seen the players respond to that? You know, his improvement daily then?
Yeah, our players have a lot of respect for him. Like I said, he doesn't get too high or too low, but he's got that air about him. But they really believe in him. Even in pressure situations, they believe he's going to make a play. And of course, you know, he showed that so far this year.
AJ McCarron's 36-2 and getting placed in the Heisman conversation. What do you think of him from what you've seen over the years?
He's a very good quarterback. You know, he has great command of the offense. You can see that he does a good job getting him in good plays, getting him out of bad plays. He can make all the throws.
Gus, talk about the confidence that this team has. It seems like a big factor in the turnaround as well.
Yeah, I think each week they've gotten more and more confidence. And like I said, after we won a couple big games, you could see that the momentum and the confidence, you know, was better, you know, each week.
How important was that for you guys as a staff to exude even before the season that, hey, we're gonna be a team to be reckoned with?
Well, you know, like I said, at first our coaches, you know, we had high expectations for our players, and it was more about us. And we were learning our players, and you know, our coaching staff's done a very good job developing relationships with our players and trust. You know, our players trust our coaches, and our coaches trust our players, and I think there's something to be said for that.
Can you touch on Corey Grant? I know it's a big game for him this week, but what's he bring to your offense?
Corey Grant is, you know, he's one of the faster guys probably in college football, and you know, he's been a speed guy, but he's gotten a lot better running in between the tackles and doing the things a normal running back does. But you know, he's an outstanding player and even better person.
Guess how much did the bye week maybe help? You know, in Tennessee game, you guys had an extra point blocked, and then against Georgia, you had the field goal blocked. How much of that was on Cody, and how much of that was on just protection breaking down?
Well, it's a little all of the above right there anytime something happens, but we focused extremely hard on that. And like I said earlier, I mean, the things that we need to improve on, we really focused on that all off week, and so hopefully we'll be better, not only in that area, but some of the other areas also.
Anything else?
Yeah, Coach, with how much you like to move and have pace and things like that, do you deep fry turkey or do you wait for it to?
I'm not for sure what I do.
All right, Coach, thank you.